2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, well, maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win. And choosing the 8-iron here. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Oh, just missed. There's a putt of about 6 feet coming up. Hey, that's a chance. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
He's currently tied for 4th. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
Great shot. That's not going to find the fairway. That's disappointing.
And coming up well short.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
Looks good.
So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Outstanding approach shot. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? A par putt on the table. That's annoying. You should make that. In she goes. Let's head to the next. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in two. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Let's return to live play now. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Just 3 back from the leader. Going with the 6-iron here. Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
Ouch, that hurts. Putting for par. And down it goes. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical. And that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back toward you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Nicely done. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. It's tracking. That's well holed.
It was nice to see that go in, because it has been pretty darn ugly up to this point.
Currently at +1 for the tournament. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in two. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Well played, mate. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 9th.
And back to the play, shall we? Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines, because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on, because you can't go around either the North or the South course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well. Your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair. And I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
Chance to sneak into the top 5 here. Well hold. Let's move on. To the top 5 he goes. So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Getting ready to play their third. He's 2 shots back. Playing their 4th shot. 2 strokes off the lead.
Oops, this one's headed for the rough.
That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
One of the rare misses for this player today, Luke. They've been hitting a lot of greens today.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Just 3 feet to the cup. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
That's some good golf right there. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Just didn't drop. Putting for a par here. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot. That is right down the sprinkler line.
Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Nicely done. Henny, what's the player facing here?
A little bit of breeze ruffling the old hair, and it's coming straight on.
Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order. But after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
Beautiful shot. Oh, we'll take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. All right, Rich, we've made the turn now into the final 9. What are your thoughts so far?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Not bad. Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching the steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
And makes it for the bogey. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently on top of things right now. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here. That's frustrating. Big putt for par coming up. And that putt will drop. Well done. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Wow. That was handy holding out from there.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's happy, just came off a birdie. All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
2 over for the day. Trying to break into the top 10. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
And this one is for his par. He's currently tied for 10th. All right, Rich, the par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
That's a good-looking shot there. Sitting at 2 over. Currently tied for 10th place. Opting for the 9-iron. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
4 feet to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
That's inside the range. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Currently at +1 for the day.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Well, that's a handy shot. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
This is down breeze, so it's going to be tough to stop it on this green.
Woo, back there, horsey. Well, a little off the target with that one.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Didn't that look good for a long time? A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Okay, let's head to the next. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Well, well played. Time for the second shot at the 15th. Opting for the 5-iron. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. He's found the surface. Good chance here. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Oh, 13-footer coming up here. That was a gallant attempt. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. And as the putt drops, 2 over, heading down the stretch. He finds himself currently tied for 9th. 16th, the last of the par threes on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt to say the least.
Yeah, well played. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some. Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. Just 2 shots back after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Lovely effort, that. And Rich, I just keep watching this name moving north on the leaderboard. They're pulling out all the stops right now.
I tell you what, they're getting an awful lot out of their round. If the leaders aren't careful, this player could catch them.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Nice shot, that. That should find the surface. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Trying to get to even par with this putt.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row. Now that's how you roll the rock.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Wind is blowing left to right. Gonna try and hold it against the wind.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5. You can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Big moment here. They can chip this in. We're going to extra holes. Well, this putt will be a good one to hold for a round of 71. Ooh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And that brings a close to this event. Rich, obviously close but no cigar, but you've just got to hand it to this player for making that final round charge.
It was impressive. From the very opening tee shot, this player was focusing on making birdies early and often. Unfortunately, not able to make enough today. to get the victory. Still a lot of fun to watch.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. Bye.